In this video, we will discuss about the filtering operator. Filtering operator will basically restrict the data from the data source. That is, we can pass our criteria that which kind of data or under what criteria I want the data. That is to pass any condition, and as we have already done in the basic syntax, we are going to use the where clause inside it. So let's see a practical implementation of filtering operators. So from this video onwards, I will use a class called employee which I have already created in this employee.cs, which I will use as an outline of the entity which I'll be using in the coming examples. So what I'll do, I'll just create a collection of employee type in which I will put these 4 fields, and we'll see what all we can retrieve from that. So here in the default.aspx, in the page load, as you can see here, I have taken the list, a generic list of employees type with the name emp list. So as soon as the page will be loaded, I will put some information in this particular list like this. Alright, and now you can see here in this particular given list of employees, I have added 8 employees of obviously employee type with all the 4 properties like ID, name, salary and designation. So now here in this particular one, in this particular page load or in any particular method of this, I'll be able to get the values from the collection using the LinQ query. So let's see how to start working with the LinQ query, and here we will use the filtering operator. So for that, what I'll do is I'll start writing the query like where emps means employees is equal to from e in emp list, alright, or I should say from emp in emp list select emp. So what this will cause? This will cause the retrieval of all the records from this given list, but maybe I don't want that. So in case I want to restrict some records out of it, I will use a where clause right after the from. So here from emp in emp list. Emp list is a list of employees containing the data of employee type, and as soon as the record will come here in emp, it will become of employee type. So where emp dot salary is greater than or equal to 50,000. So this will behave as a condition, that is emp.salary should be greater than 50. So this is nothing but a condition. Alright, so what I'll do, I can just print the value of emps here using for each loop as we did in the first program. But since here we are in the ASP.NET, what I'll do, I'll just take a control from here, that is in toolbox I will get something called grid view, which I will use to show the data in a tabular format in a better way. So what I'll do, I'll just use grid view 1 dot data source is equal to emps. Alright, so this emps where I'm getting all the records, it is an enumerable type. I will set this emps as the data source for this grid view 1, and later as we used to do, I will do grid view 1 dot data bind. If you want, you can just retrieve the data from emps using a for each loop as we did in the introduction, that is in the basic syntax chapter. So let's execute and see whether we are getting the correct record or not. Make sure that I will get all the 4 columns, as nowhere I have filtered the fields. Alright, so only records with salary greater than or equal to 50,000 will be here in the output. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 records should be there in the output. Sorry, not 4 but just 3 records, 50, 52 and 51. So let's execute and see. Alright, so here you can see all those 3 records with salary 50,000, 52,000 and 51,000 are here in the output. So this is how you can simply write a where clause, but here as you can see it's a condition. You can simply use the C# syntax for making some operations like AND operator or operator. Like for example, you want to say like salary should be greater than or equal to 50,000 and emp dot designation should be equal to team leader. Alright, so there are a couple of conditions. Now let's execute again. And here I will get only a single record with the salary greater than 50,000 and designation equal to team leader. So this is how you can just use C# concept for passing the conditions as we used to do in the if statement, in the condition, in anywhere we want, right? So the syntax will be similar. So this is how you can start working with the where clause, that is the filtering operators in LinQ queries.